If having breakfast with my family was the most important thing, I would find a way to do it. And that was the point of the whole exercise. Why wait to live out your ideal day if you have the knowledge and the wisdom to know that you can create your ideal day right now? Why wait? What are you doing? 15 minutes a day can change your life. Long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say a man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Somebody else? Or yourself? Whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it. And stay strong. Nipsey Hussle. This is Streetwise. You're gonna wanna quit just about every day between day 5 and day 10 when you're trying to implement a new habit. Maybe day 3 to day 20. If you have the physical capabilities to walk for 20 to 25 minutes, you will walk at least 1 mile. Now, if you have those physical capabilities to walk for 20 to 25 minutes, therefore you can walk a mile, can I lightly trot? Can I do a walk jog? That'll take me 15 to 20 minutes. I've been running 10 miles a week on average for the last 5 years. I'm not asking you to compare yourself to me. Compare yourself to your own bare minimum. The next chapter that you're entering is different than the chapter that I'm entering into my life. Your chapter is different than whoever you follow on social media, their chapter in life. Side note, all the things that you're seeing on social media are fake. Just in case you didn't know and you felt the humanly desire to compare your reality to somebody else's social media post, I feel you. I've been there. I get caught up in that all the time, but I promise you, it's fake. I've been running for 5 years, averaging 10 miles a week. That's 520 miles a year over the last 5 years. When I started, I would go on these 20-minute runs, and I could not run more than 1.5 miles in 20 minutes. I couldn't do it. I would have to walk. Usually it was 1.4 miles in 20 minutes. And that was mixed in with some significant walking. It's okay to not be good when you start something new. It's only a failure if you quit. The only time you lose is when you quit. And it's funny because I talk about this to my 5-year-old son, and it's a brand new concept for him because he does not want to put himself out there if he thinks there is a chance that he will fail. I have to show him that I am proud of his effort. I'm proud of him trying his best. That is what I reward. Not the outcome, but the choice to do his best. It is gonna be hard. You are gonna wanna quit. A couple years ago, I went to a CEO peer group hosted by the Robert Hunt, co-author of Nobody Cares Until You Do. Great book on accountability. I highly recommend it. At his peer group, he asked everyone involved to take a couple minutes and write down their ideal day. If you could have the perfect day from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, what would your ideal day look like? Rock with me here. I am the youngest one in the room by at least probably 10 years. And he asked me to go first. Now remember, I'm not afraid of a mic. I believe that it's better for me to have a mic in my hand than a bag of money. Now, I'll take that bag of money, but that mic is powerful. I'm not afraid to speak in front of a group. So I obliged. I started going down my list. All right, so ideal day for me. First thing I would do, I would wake up at 6 o'clock and go on a run and a workout. And I'm gonna give myself an hour so I don't have to rush. Then, you know what would be nice? It would be great if I could sit down and have breakfast with my family. Because right now I can't, because Robert Hunt stopped me in the middle of the whole group. I thought it was my turn to share. He said, well, no, excuse me, we're gonna cut you off right there. You said I can't, when in reality, you won't. What do you mean I won't? You said you can't, when in reality, you won't. If you really wanted to, and if you prioritized eating breakfast with your family every day, you would do it. You choose not to because it's not a big enough priority for you. You would rather go to work and meet with your team in the morning because that's a bigger priority to you than sitting down with your family. Now, I want to take a minute because I don't know about you, but my eyes were opened. As humans, we often miss the opportunity to grow when it's presented to us and laid down at our feet. Here's the pathway to growth. Often we get caught up in our pride and we don't acknowledge the opportunity that's just been put down before us. There was no judgment in his claim. He didn't tell me I was wrong or that I'm not a good husband or that I'm not a good dad because I chose to go to work in the morning rather than stay at home with my family. He simply acknowledged that it was my choice as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as a human. It was my choice. If having breakfast with my family was the most important thing, I would find a way to do it. And that was the point of the whole exercise. Why wait to live out your ideal day if you have the knowledge and the wisdom to know that you can create your ideal day right now? Why wait? What are you doing? Now let's make this practical real quick. I started a podcast not too long ago. Since starting the podcast, I've had many friends and family come up to me and say, congratulations. That's awesome. That's big time. What a step. My response every single time is, congratulate me when I got 100 subscribers. Because that's when I'm turning up. When I got 100 subscribers on this thing, man, you better believe we're turning up. Congratulate me then. And it was actually my brother-in-law who said, no. Congratulations, bro. You've made the leap. You did it. And then he asked me, how long have you been talking about starting a podcast? Well, that took me back. It's been 3-4 years that I've been talking about the idea, the dream, the vision of starting a podcast. The fact that I made the decision to do it is where the magic happens. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, this show ain't no good. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm putting it out there. I'm being disciplined with the reps that I am taking every day. Every day, I'm casting a vote to become the person that I want to be. Now, I'm gonna hit you with 2 quotes real quick. The first came from my offensive coordinator when I played football at Wheaton College, Joe Davis. Coach Davis, Joey D. Guns. Man, if you're listening to this right now, I would love to get you on an episode. Oh, what a tragedy it would be if the moment that you were waiting for, your whole life you're waiting for this moment, and then one day it crosses your path and you see it, but it finds you unprepared. Or even worse, you didn't even recognize it and it walked right by you. Oh, what a tragedy it would be. Now, the second quote is this, and I got this from Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy in the book Who Not How. Could have been Gap in the Gain, was probably Gap in the Gain if I'm being real. Both great books, highly recommended. Pretty sure I heard it from Gino Wickman as well. The embodiment of hell that we can experience in this life is the moment that we see the person that we could have become but didn't. Can you imagine if we actually had the opportunity to see what and who we could have become, but because we were too afraid or unwilling to commit, we didn't even have the chance? It all goes back to the compound effect. The small decisions that we do every single day. We do not rise to our goals. We fall to the level of our habits. And that takes me back to the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is actually one of the OG books that completely changed my perspective and really my life. It took me like 2 or 3 times to read this book before I actually took it to heart. My point is that it's a journey and it takes time. It is hard. This is going to be one of the most difficult things that you do, but it's not complicated. It's simple, but that doesn't make it easy. James Clear talks about casting a vote every day for the person that you want to be. Every small decision, every choice, every act is a vote for the person that you're going to become. If I want to be a writer, all I have to do is cast the vote, which is the act of writing. If I want to be a runner, all I have to do is cast the vote. It doesn't matter the amount of time. It doesn't matter the quality. It doesn't matter if I ran a 5-minute pace or an 8-minute or a 9-minute pace. It doesn't matter. When you're creating an identity, all that matters is casting the vote. Today, as of this recording, I ran. Doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter how fast. Today I ran, therefore I am a runner, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I casted a vote for the person that I want to be. I am a runner because I ran. Now, if you do that over time, that identity becomes stronger. The foundation becomes more firm. That is what habit stacking and casting that vote every day is all about. Robert Hunt's analogy was amazing to me because it opened my eyes to the fact that I have complete control over how I want to structure my life. Not that I can do it immediately. It's not what I'm saying. But I have control. I have the ability to pivot. I can either work in my business and make it all about me, or I can delegate to other people. If it's important for my team to have a stand-up meeting every day, and I want to make sure my team gets out and on the road by 7:45, therefore that pep talk, that stand-up meeting needs to happen at 7:30 every day. Either I have to do it, or I build up a leader on my team, or I bring someone in who can do it for the team. It doesn't have to be me. Are you willing to take the step? Are you willing to make the leap? To do the little things? Yo, what's really good? Hey, this episode is brought to you by Sula, Step Up Leadership Accelerator. It's a cohort that I'm putting together. It's 8 weeks long. If you are a solopreneur, if you're self-employed, if you are in your business and you want an avenue to step up your leadership and step out of your business, this cohort is meant for you. I am excited to get this thing going. I was able to partner with an EOS implementer on building this thing. This is the step-by-step process that I have taken to step out of my own businesses and level up my leadership. It was right for me. It can help you. I believe in this program. I am excited to get it going. Sula, Step Up Leadership Accelerator. This will help you on your journey to become streetwise. Speaking about the podcast, for any of you who are watching this, you'll notice that I've got like 2 or 3 different shirts on as I'm recording this. And it's not because each segment gets its own attire, which I think would be awesome. It's because it's taken me like 3-4 days to put this one episode together. And it takes time. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Most of the time you just have to start. Most of the time it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna be bad, but that's okay, because if you casted that vote, if you put in the work, over time, these things will stack up on top of each other and you will see amazing progress. Again, you just have to take the first step and commit every day, putting in that time, being disciplined. A lot of times when we set goals, we make them so hairy and audacious that it's really hard to achieve and it's intimidating. When in reality, if we just put small, achievable tasks that we can knock out and stack those on top of each other to build up confidence and momentum, we can actually get farther. Dave Ramsey talks about this in his debt snowball concept. The concept of knocking out the smallest debts first so you can get some momentum. Then you can solidify and consolidate as you grow. You look at it on paper and it doesn't make sense because you're thinking about interest and all these other things and you want to knock out the biggest payment first, and you know, there's a lot of value to that as well, but you can't deny our human nature and tendencies. And if we can stack up momentum, we can go far.